Fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On first down, Daniels. That's complete to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Daniels. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to... a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 50, plant. 55. Watch this, 22 jet bomber. Lucky. Hey, zoom. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm coming.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him.
And the Raiders have got him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Let's go. Smooth. 55, Mike, got 55. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
54, right there.
They'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. All day, baby, all day. Check 9, check 9. Steve Griffin.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Alert 3.
Second and 1. And this will be a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
56 to Mike, 56.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Got 4 down. Watch the eye. He's checking. Cross ball. 49, check 49, check 49. Mike's 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Robinson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
54. 3 bucks. Hard. Bang, bang.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Go. Check right. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey. Hey, Charlie. Step.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hey, Echo. Check 6 guys.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
55.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass train in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for the... And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Silver. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
To throw on second down. Daniels firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get that ball. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Don't get nervous. Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, Daniels. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him the first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike, boy, 56.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
We take a win. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go. Check 43.
Throwing again, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
56, Mike 56, right there, 56. Check 52. Trump.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Flash down. Hey, wahoo! Mike, 55. Check, 55. Ready?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I'm ready. First and 10. 55. I got you. Hey, high 7.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Delta. Now. Watch the slant. Motion. Mike 55. Say go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey. Check 55 to
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. Greystone travel. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Deuce. Hey, zoom. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey. Mike, 55.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mark 56. Mark team showed up. 56. Mike, 50.
From the gun, Daniels. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Got his man, that's Harry. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Watch the whip.
Back to throw now on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 5-5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
We got to get this stop here, D. Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, orbit. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Shoot.
2nd and 6. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check. 53's Mike.
Ready? They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Go. 5.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3. 80 weapon. He's coming. We got double down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's bring it. Kill.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
4 down. Check. 4 down. I got 15. Me. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
Let's go.
He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
2nd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Charlie, 61, matchbox lights. On the ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Daniels. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
All day, dog.
Up, go.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Let's go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out.